What's up guys, it's me Lego Paradise here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a working Lego gumball machine. This includes a functional mechanism that actually dispenses tiny Lego gumballs each time you twist a handle on the side. All of this is built into a compact 3-stud wide base that neatly conceals the mechanism within and makes it a perfect size for your minifigure scale creations. It's a great addition to your Lego arcades, fairgrounds and candy stores. You can store up to 3 different flavours of gumballs in the machine, and once it's empty, it's easy to refill. Simply remove the door on the front and you'll gain access to the interior, where you can stock it up with a colourful stack of gumballs that slot into place inside the hopper and are secured back behind the door, ready to be dispensed again. If we spin it around to the other side, we can get a better look at the mechanism. And with these panels out of the way, you can see that when you turn a handle, this moves an arm that pushes the gumballs out of the front each time it slides backwards and forwards, and drops the next one down the hopper ready to be dispensed. It's a really simple but effective solution. So let's get started and take a look at how to build it. Here are all the pieces you're going to need to build your working Lego gumball machine. And once you've collected your parts, we can begin by building the base, which will use this 2x2 plate and a 1x3 plate, and that just goes on the top there, and then you can fill in the gap on the other side with a 1x1 plate, just like that. Then we can build up a small series of steps with a 1x2 plate and a 1x1 plate on top of that, and then 2 1x1 tiles to smooth off the left hand side like this, and then we can take one of these inverted bracket pieces and clip that on top with another 2 1x1 plates on top of that, along with another 1x1 plate just on the end. And we'll come back to that assembly in a bit, but first we'll add a 1x3 tile which will act as the middle where the mechanism slides through the machine, along with a 1x1 inverted bracket over on the back here and a 1x2 inverted bracket on the opposite side, just like this. And we can finish off this small assembly with a 2x2 corner tile piece, and that will clip just in the middle there. Next we'll build the mechanism that pushes the gumballs out of the machine. So we'll start with this piece, a 1x3 axle with a stud on the end and a half Technic bush, and just push that all the way through there until we get to the end, and then we can slide a 1x2 Technic brick through there, along with another half Technic bush piece, and make sure it's not too tight so you can still spin it nice and freely, and attach a gear or whatever handle you want on the end, just like that. For the second half of the mechanism, we'll use this curved 1x2 plate, along with a 1x2 tile and a semi-curved 1x1 tile to match that plate underneath. And underneath of this piece, we can attach our final inverted 1x1 bracket. And I'll show you what the purpose of that piece is in a little bit. Finally, we can take the 1x2 plate with the Technic hole and this 1x1 frictionless Technic pin with the stud attachment, slide that through there, and a 1x2 smooth curved slope piece over on that side. And this can all be joined to the bottom of this piece, so it's almost like a foot that just rotates around there, and this just clips over on that side of the mechanism. So at the moment it's all a bit floppy, but we can attach this whole mechanism inside the base, so you can see the curved 1x2 slope piece just slots inside the middle, and the Technic brick rests on top of that 1x1 tile, and you're going to want to make sure that's all lined up so that all moves nice and freely. But basically the end result that you're going to want is for that mechanism to be nice and smooth and just slide through the middle there as soon as you turn the handle on the side. So we can put that aside for now, and next we can continue building up the base using a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 normal bracket, and clip that underneath with another one over on the top. And if you make this one in the same colour as the rest of the Gumball machine, then that will look much nicer. But this one in the middle can be whatever colour you want, since that will be hidden pretty much all the time whenever the door is in place. So then clip a 1x2 tile on there and a 2x2 jumper tile over on the top there. And now if we get the other assembly that we made earlier, that can clip just on the top of that Technic brick like that. And then you can line everything up, and that should still be nice and smooth as it goes through there. And you can fill in the gap on this side with a 1x3 tile. And you can see now the purpose of that 1x1 bracket piece. That just stops the whole arm from going too far up and keeps it neatly in place inside the machine. So next we can build the side panel, and this will simply use two 2x3 tiles, which we can flip around and attach this 1x3 wedge plate to, along with a regular 1x3 plate. And that wedge plate will nicely contour the shape of this arm, and you can see that will push that out. And again, make sure that the arm doesn't go too far in towards the front of the machine. Next we can build the door to the front of the machine. So this will use a 2x2 bracket along with a 1x2 tile. And then to create some detailing, I've just used this grill piece along with a little lock, which you can pretend unlocks the machine, and a shiny metallic stud over on the front. And now for the final finishing touch, it's time to create the giant jar of gumballs that sits on the top. So this is a bit fiddly to put together, but the end result is worth it. So we'll start with this 2x2 tile with the stud in the middle, and one of these regular yellow studs. And I'm using these two semicircle dome pieces, which you can see clipped together in the middle there. So they're the same ones that you can get the printed globes on. And basically for this, what we're going to want to do is very carefully, to avoid them all spilling out, stack them up with a bunch of studs. And for the maximum effect, I like to fit the studs so they face the outside, just like that. So you can see the back of the studs is on the inside of the machine. And for the best design, you're basically going to want to space the colours out, so the contrasting colours are in different places. And you'll see what I mean, it does take a little bit of accuracy to get everything aligned into place. But if we finish that up with the last one on the top, and we should be able to hopefully secure everything in place. And there we go. That's all secured, and what a cool effect. It looks like it has literally a bunch of gumballs stacked up and waiting to be dispensed. So now this is ready to simply place on the top of the machine, just clip to that stud over in the corner. And now for the final part, all that's left to do is to reload it. So as you saw at the start, all you have to do is just stack up these smooth tiles, which represent the gumballs inside, and just basically hold them into place, and then you can secure everything in place with the door, just like that. And now your gumballs are all ready to be dispensed. And if you'd like to integrate this into your Lego models, the best way to attach it to a base is just by clipping it to the studs in the centre, such as this funky blue carpet design which I've built for the intro, and I think goes really well with the bright red colour of the Gumball machine. So I hope you enjoyed building it, and if you did, then please let me know what you thought in the comments section. Give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time with even more awesome LEGO creations, and thanks for watching.